morning, Boston College, and welcome to a special episode of Eagle Eye News. I'm your host, Aash, and today I have Arshad, president of the Interfaith Coalition, with me in the studio. Welcome, Arshad.
Thank you, Aash. It's good to be here.
So tell me, Arshad, what exactly is the Interfaith Coalition and what is its mission?
The Interfaith Coalition is a group comprised of the main faith groups on campus, namely Christianity, Judaism, Islam, and Buddhism. Okay. Our goal is to promote tolerance and understanding of each other's faith groups by educating and programming events so that people have a chance to learn more about each other's faiths.
So when did it start, and how many members are currently on the e-board or in the organization as such?
The coalition just recently started a month ago. I'm the president, and then there's two other executive board members, Jamal Osgour and James Park. Our faculty advisor is Reverend Howard McClendon from Campus Ministry.
Okay, so you mentioned that you were also president of the Muslim Students Association. So what do you think is your hardest challenge as the head of a faith group on campus, and how do you think the coalition will help that?
Well, it's easy for a Muslim to connect with other Muslims, so that's not been a challenge at all. The challenge actually is trying to reach out to students that aren't Muslim or who don't really have a faith group that they identify with, and trying to make them feel that the Muslim Students Association is a group that they can feel connected to and try to learn more about so that they can explore their spirituality and their faith.
So the educational aspect is the challenging
part.
Right,
and for the Interfaith Coalition, it's just natural that the Muslim Students Association as a major faith group could use the Interfaith Coalition as a platform to promote their events and also just have a chance to have a dialogue with other faith groups on campus.
Okay, so what kind of events has the coalition organized so far on campus, or what does it plan to organize?
Well, we're pretty recent, so we haven't had the chance to organize anything just yet. Mm-hmm. We've had talks of possibly having a barbecue in the fall along with Campus Ministry, where faith group leaders and members could have the chance to meet each other and discuss their programming and their belief systems as well.
Okay, so earlier as well you talked about an Interfaith Month, so tell us all about that.
So the Interfaith Month is something that we've been talking about for a while, and it's pretty much the reason we started the coalition. It's called Coexist, and it's going to be faith groups on campus promoting their own events. So, for example, the Muslim Students Association will have their weekly Friday prayer called Jummah, and that'll be open to the public. And SASA will have their annual Holy event, and they'll use the Interfaith Coalition as a platform for that. The Hillel Club on campus is going to have their Passover Seder, and then the Buddhism Club will have they're having a collaboration with the Ignatian Society. It's a spiritual exercise, a reflection on spiritual exercise.
So the month has each faith group bringing their event,
right.
And then allowing campus to attend and
right. And then there's actually one event that the Interfaith Coalition is sponsoring itself, which is going to be a panel discussion. The panel will be led by Professor Peter Scarry from the Political Science Department, and he's having a discussion with Ammar Aminet, who's an imam of the Islamic Center of Virginia. Okay. And he's actually a convert to Islam.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. So where can our viewers find out more information about these events?
Well, there's flyers out on campus right now, so you can find the information out on the flyers, as well as Facebook and through email.
Okay, so as a relatively new initiative on campus, what do you foresee as the coalition's biggest challenge, like in the months to come?
Well, I think a big challenge for a faith group, and specifically a group that doesn't identify with one faith but interfaith as a whole, is garnering interest and trying to reel students in who have a light interest to become more involved and actually be active and participate in other faith groups' activities to explore their spirituality.
Okay. And on the flip side, what do you think is the biggest asset of the coalition?
Well, I think the biggest asset of the Interfaith Coalition is our support for Campus Ministry. We have Reverend Howard, who's amazing and helps us with every step of the way, and obviously his assistant Cooper McCullough also is a huge help. And just walking into Campus Ministry, you can talk to any one of the campus ministers, and you'll get a warm welcome and a greeting, and sometimes free food as well. And they're always very supportive of anything.
Thank you so much for being with us on the show today, Arshad. It was great to hear about your passion on interfaith dialogue for campus, and I wish you all the best with the Interfaith Month.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Well, folks, that is all from us tonight. Do make an effort to support the Interfaith Coalition's initiative this April, and I hope to see you around at all these exciting events lined up for the BC community. That's all from me, Aash, and I bid you all a good night. Take care, BC.